Hey everybody, day two, Ultimate Reset, and today or yesterday was much better than yesterday. I didn't have quite the fatigue and tiredness that I had in the afternoon on the first day, and I think a lot of that was due to the breakfast that I had, which was actually more of a breakfast that I tend to eat. It was a bowl of oatmeal and with some fruit, some blueberries, as well as some Greek yogurt. So that breakfast I think got me off to a good start for the day, and felt great all day. Um, Lunch was another salad. This time it actually had some chicken breast in it, so that was good. There was a lot to eat, so um, I had a little bit of a tough time actually eating it all because there was just a lot to eat. So I think that was also another factor in how I didn't have quite the sluggishness in the afternoon. So still am not a fan of the Alkalinize supplement. If you've ever mowed your yard and it's a little bit wet in the spring, and that smell that you get right after you're doing that, that's pretty much what it smells like when you're about to drink this stuff. So usually what happens is I'll sit there for about 2 or 3 minutes and just stare at it and get mind over matter and drink it. But actually it doesn't taste as bad as it smells. Like I said yesterday, it really doesn't. So once you get it started, it's not that bad. But the smell, it's a little overwhelming. Um, Again, I had a snack yesterday afternoon that consisted of an apple and a handful of almonds. So I think that's what I'm going to keep going with until the schedule changes. I'm not sure if it changes in the second phase or not, but that's worked out well for me. And then dinner was great. It was a black bean and rice taco. Now, the problem was I forgot that I had to make the rice when I got home from work. And if you've ever made rice from scratch or with boiling it, it takes about an hour to do all that. So here I am, ready to eat when I get home, and I have to wait an hour for the rice to cook. And what was funny was my wife and I were talking about this is shortly after it was all ready and prepared, I ate that stuff in about 3 minutes flat. I was so hungry. So an hour and 10, 15 minutes of work constituted 3 to 4 minutes of actual eating. So that's one thing I'll say so far is some of the recipes, they almost seem like they assume that more than one person is going to be eating, so they make it so that there's enough for two people, but it's just me myself fixing this, so I have a lot of kind of leftovers every day, and unfortunately you don't eat the same meals throughout the week, so you do have a lot of variation there. So that's kind of one drawback at this point that I would say is the amount of food that you prepare is more than enough for a single person. Um, you know, be that as it may, the food was still great. I had 3 tacos. I think I'm only supposed to have two. I was so hungry, I had to eat 3. Um, and then slept again really well. Got to bed a little bit later than I normally do. Just catching up on some things again, like I mentioned. But for the most part, day 2 was really good, and I'm looking forward to day 3. And we'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully, day 3 is as good as it was for day 2, if not better. All right. See you tomorrow.